In this video, we're going to be working with a project called Themed Coil Project. And it's just not a coil pot, but it can be a sculpture, freeform vase. It does not need to just be a bowl or a very typical coil pot. Now for this project, I did a little brainstorming, and I wanted to do a coil project based on sea life. I have swirls for waves, fish motif in there, starfish, just kind of get the feeling as far as sea life is concerned. Now this is the finished product that you'll see being produced in the video. As you can tell, there's many different elements. There's pebbles, there's coils, there's swirls of coils, but then there's also, let's come around, a little fish added to it, and it's embedded into the project. It's just not stuck on the side. Same thing with the starfish. So this is the themed coil project based on sea life. Now if you look on the inside, everything is blended together. It's very important on something like this. If you don't blend it together, or if you don't score it together, when it dries, each element will pop apart and you'll be left with a themed pile of elements instead of a themed project. So when you build, always make sure you're blending the clay on the inside or scoring it and pushing it together if you want to see the coils on the inside. And always use a little bit of moisture when you add one layer to another layer. Now, a lot of this video will be condensed. I'm doing a time lapse, so some of it will go fast, but just remember, this is the final project. We're going to start out the themed coil pot just like we do most every pot. We're going to establish the base, and you can do it any shape that you want. I'm going to do a circular shape. And for this one, I'm not really that concerned about being perfectly circle. I'm going to have something like an oval. And I'm going fairly thick on the bottom. This is about the thickest that you want it to be. You don't want it to be terrible. This is about the thickness that you want. You don't want it to be terribly thick, but you don't want it to be paper thin either. The first time lapse showed me adding the first 3 or 4 layers of coils, then the pebble elements. The next time lapse will be adding the swirls and other elements to the themed coil pot.